Friends, today we're going to talk about a book written by Dr. Joseph Murphy that has created miracles in the lives of millions of people and completely transformed their lives. Yes, we're talking about the power of your subconscious mind. Don't even make the mistake of taking this book lightly. This is the best book ever written on the power of the subconscious mind. Dr. Joseph Murphy spent most of his life studying the religions of the Eastern world. As part of his research, he even lived in India for several years. After studying all the major religions of the world, he came to the conclusion that there is a vast universal power present in this entire creation, and that power lies within us. Dr. Murphy called it the power of the subconscious mind. And it's this power that we'll understand in detail in this video. Once you learn how to use the magical power of your subconscious mind, miracles will begin to happen in your life. You'll be able to achieve everything you desire. You'll reach every goal you've ever dreamed of. You'll earn more money than you ever imagined possible. This book contains a total of 20 chapters that can lead us step by step to success. By following its teachings, we can achieve anything we want. If you watch this video attentively, understand it, and apply it in your life, I promise you, nothing will be able to stop you from succeeding. You will reach the peak of success. So, if you also want to achieve things in life that you never even imagined, make sure to watch this video till the end, and don't miss a single point. Let's get started. Chapter 1. A great treasure lies within you. Do you know that a piece of iron, when magnetized, can lift up to 12 times its own weight? But if that magnetism is removed, it can't even lift a straw. In the same way, there are two kinds of people in this world. First, those who possess a magnetic force within them, people who are filled with faith and belief, who know deep inside that they will succeed and they will win. And second, those who lack that magnetic element, people who are always fearful, anxious, and doubtful about everything. Such people can never move forward in life. But the good news is, you too can become a magnetic person. You understand and start applying the greatest secret in history, the power of your subconscious mind. So, what exactly is the subconscious mind? Your brain is one single unit, but it has two distinct parts. Each part has its own unique functions, characteristics, and powers. These two parts are the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. The conscious mind is what you operate with in day-to-day life, what you can see, feel, and control. It's like your outer self. On the other hand, the subconscious mind is the hidden part of you, the inner world that you can't see but that holds immense power. Let's understand how the conscious and subconscious mind are connected through a story. The great opera singer, Enrico Caruso, was once so nervous before going on stage that his throat muscles started to cramp. His face was dripping with sweat. Overwhelmed with fear and embarrassment, he rushed backstage. Within minutes, he was supposed to perform in front of thousands, but the sight of the audience triggered intense anxiety. Trembling, he said, "I can't sing. They will all laugh at me." He turned around to go to his dressing room, but suddenly he stopped and shouted, "Get out of here, fear, you must leave. Go away now." Then he walked back on stage, stood tall with confidence, and sang in such a powerful way that he won the hearts of the entire audience. What do we learn from this story? When your conscious mind is filled with fear, worry, and stress, it starts transmitting those negative emotions into your subconscious mind. And once those negative thoughts enter the subconscious, they come back into the conscious mind as terror, self-doubt, and hopelessness. But when that happens, just like Enrico Caruso, you must stand up boldly and speak to your conscious mind with power and belief. Say to yourself, "I am in complete control. I can do this easily. This is simple for me." When you give such commands to your conscious mind, your subconscious mind begins to fill with calmness and positivity. You'll feel a surge of energy, enthusiasm, and inner strength, and you'll start getting results that you never even imagined possible. Imagine your mind is like a garden, and you are the owner of that garden. Now, what kind of crops will grow in your garden? Obviously, the kind of seeds you plant. In the same way, we constantly plant the seeds of our thoughts in the garden of our mind throughout the day. Now, the question is, where do these seeds of thoughts come from? They are produced by our habits. If you plant thorns, do you expect to get grapes? If you sow thorny bushes, will you harvest figs? The quality of your thoughts determines the results you get. So why is it important to think positive and empowering thoughts consciously? Because the subconscious mind cannot differentiate between right or wrong. It simply takes what your conscious mind gives it and works to bring that into existence, whether it's good or bad. This is a very important line. If you didn't understand it the first time, go back and listen to it again. For example, if there's a person who is extremely angry at someone, and his anger reaches the point where he keeps repeating, "I'll kill him, I'll kill him, I'll kill him." By saying this repeatedly, those thoughts get deeply imprinted on his subconscious mind. And like the genie from Aladdin's lamp, the subconscious mind responds, "Your wish is my command." It will start creating situations where this person might actually commit murder one day. Now, killing someone is obviously a terrible thing. So why didn't the subconscious stop him? Because the subconscious mind doesn't judge. It doesn't know right from wrong. It simply brings to life the thoughts given to it by the conscious mind, no matter how destructive or beneficial they are. On the other hand, if a student wants to top his exams and keeps affirming to himself, "I will top the exam, I will top the exam, I will top the exam," and by doing this repeatedly, the thought becomes deeply rooted in his subconscious. Once again, the subconscious mind says, "Your wish is my command." It will start creating the conditions and inner drive that push that student to work so hard that he actually tops the exam. The subconscious mind can turn anything into reality, as long as you truly believe and consistently feed it that thought. That's why every single thought that enters your mind is important. Only allow those thoughts into your mind that give you strength and power. Block out negative thoughts that weaken your spirit and hold you back. Guard your mental garden carefully, because you will harvest exactly what you plant. Chapter 2. How your mind works. Your conscious mind is like the captain of a ship. It only gives orders to the crew working in the engine room below, who operate all the boilers, machines, and equipment according to the captain's instructions. The crew in the machine room has no idea where the ship is going. They don't question the destination. They just follow orders. If the captain gives a wrong or incomplete command, even based on a misread compass or instrument, the crew will still obey, even if it means crashing into a mountain. Why? Because their job is to follow orders, not to question them. Just like this, your conscious mind is the captain, the navigator of your ship, your life. Whatever thought your conscious mind believes and accepts as true, your subconscious mind accepts it as a command without any questions. It doesn't care whether the thought is right or wrong. It just follows orders. And when you repeat a word or phrase again and again with emotion or belief, your subconscious mind accepts it and starts to bring it to life, whether it's good or bad, positive or negative. For example, if you keep saying negative things like, "This is too difficult. I can't do this. I'm not smart or intelligent. I'm worthless. This is beyond me. I can't become rich," then your subconscious mind will accept these statements and start creating circumstances that actually make it difficult for you to succeed, as long as you keep saying, "I can't buy this car. I can't travel to Europe. I can't afford this house or this suit or these clothes." Understand this. Your subconscious will keep obeying these negative commands, and you will continue to live a life of lack and limitation. But the moment you switch your language and start affirming, "This is easy for me. I am smart and intelligent. I can definitely become rich. I can buy this car. I can go on a Europe tour," your subconscious mind will accept that as truth without question, and will begin to create the conditions and situations in which you'll actually achieve these goals. It may sound a bit strange or unbelievable at first, but this is the truth, my friends. Let's look at one more example. A young singer was called for a singing audition. She waited eagerly for the interview, full of hope, but she failed the audition 3 times. Her voice was very melodious, yet she kept failing. Why? Because every time before the audition, she kept telling herself, "They won't like me. They won't like my voice. I'm so scared. Maybe I won't get selected." Her subconscious mind absorbed these negative thoughts and manifested them as her reality, and she failed. But then she learned to control her fear. 3 times a day, she went into a quiet room. She sat in a comfortable chair, relaxed her body, closed her eyes, and calmed her mind and body. To eliminate her fear, she started telling herself, "My voice is very melodious. I can sing beautifully. I am fully prepared to sing. I will sing, and I will sing melodiously. I will definitely get selected." She repeated these words in a calm and confident voice. Then she continued practicing this technique 3 times a day. In each session, she repeated the same affirmation 5 to 10 times. By the end of the month, she was filled with confidence and energy. When she was called for another audition, she sang with a sweet and powerful voice. And this time, she was selected. If you ever face a similar situation in life, you should definitely use this technique. It is guaranteed you'll succeed 100%. Chapter 3. The Miraculous Power of Your Subconscious Mind. The father of American psychology, William James, once said, "The power to move the world is in your subconscious mind." Whatever you impress upon your subconscious mind, it will move heaven and earth to make it come true. That's why you must plant the right and positive thoughts in it. You may have experienced this. Suppose you have to go on a trip or picnic and need to wake up at 4 a.m. You set your alarm for 4 a.m. and go to sleep, but somehow you wake up a few minutes or even seconds before the alarm rings. Why does that happen? Because your subconscious mind is extremely powerful. Before going to sleep, you told yourself, "I need to wake up at 4 a.m. This thought was impressed on your subconscious and it got to work, and right before the alarm rang, it woke you up. Now imagine using this same technique to achieve something much bigger in life. Here's what you need to do. Every night before going to sleep, while lying in bed, relax your body completely, close your eyes, and start giving suggestions to your subconscious mind. These suggestions can be anything you want to become or achieve. For example, if you want to succeed in business, say things like, "Day and night I am growing in all my interests. My business is getting better every day. Money is flowing into my life abundantly. I'm becoming rich. I'm receiving all the happiness of the world. I'm complete, ideal, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy." Repeat this daily for 21 days. Soon it will become a habit, and you will be amazed to see the miracles unfolding in your life, things you never even imagined possible. Fill your subconscious mind with thoughts of joy, prosperity, love, enthusiasm, and excitement. What will this do? It will flush out all the toxic, negative thoughts that have been sitting in your mind like parasites. But yes, it will take consistent effort. Once you build this habit, your journey from the floor to the sky, from nothing to everything, will begin. Remember, just as a water flows through a pipe and takes its shape, in the same way, life flows in the direction of your thoughts. Chapter 4. Mental Healing in Ancient Times. In ancient times, when there were no large hospitals like we have today, people were still healed from their illnesses and often completely recovered. Back then, the knowledge of healing was limited to priests and spiritual leaders. People believed that God had given them special powers through which they could cure diseases. These priests and spiritual leaders used chants, amulets, rings, or sacred symbols for healing. When someone fell ill, they would be taken to these spiritual figures, and just through rituals, mantras, or talismans, the healing was done, and people actually got better. But do you really think that people were healed only because of the mantras or talismans? The author says, No, sir, they weren't cured just by external things like mantras or charms, but by the power of their subconscious mind. As we've already seen, people had immense faith in those priests and healers. They believed deeply that these individuals could cure them, and the moment a sick person reached them, they began to feel hopeful, thinking, "Now I will definitely get better." That very thought was impressed upon their subconscious mind. And since the subconscious brings into reality whatever idea is deeply implanted into it, they actually began to recover. Our subconscious mind is so powerful. It can heal any illness. And the stronger your belief, the faster the results. In other words, faith and belief were the real medicine. And when that faith reached the subconscious level, miracles happened. Chapter 5. Mental Healing in the Modern Age. Just like priests and spiritual leaders treated people in ancient times, today in the modern era, doctors and hospitals are available for healing. But there's an old saying, the doctor bandages the wound, but it is God who heals it. Here the word God refers to the subconscious mind. No doctor or surgeon can ever claim with absolute certainty that they healed a patient. There is only one true healing power, though it is called by different names: nature, life, God, creative intelligence. But in reality, all these names point toward the same thing: the power of the subconscious mind. There was once a patient who had paralysis of the tongue, and all kinds of medical treatments had failed. His doctor then told him that he had a new instrument, and he believed it would heal him. The doctor simply placed a pocket thermometer inside the patient's mouth. The patient imagined that a new advanced machine was being used for his treatment. Within a few minutes, he joyfully shouted that his tongue had started moving again. Another case involved a young woman who visited a doctor. She wrote down that she had lost her voice for the last 4 weeks. The doctor confirmed the condition after examination. Then the doctor told her that, sometimes lost voices return through electrical stimulation, and that this could also work through suggestion. The doctor called for an electrical apparatus, and Howard pretended to apply a shock, just pressing the switch with no actual electricity. Then he gave specific suggestions to her subconscious. "Now you can speak loudly." He showed her the letter A, then B, and finally said Maria. She slowly started speaking again, and her lost voice returned. In both these examples, no medicine was used, and yet both patients were healed. Why? Because the doctors successfully convinced the patients' subconscious minds that the treatment would work. Once the subconscious accepted this belief, it activated healing from within. This is called the placebo effect, or simply the power of belief. So if you allow anger, jealousy, or resentment to return and occupy your body again, no one else is to blame but you. Just like the way to get rid of darkness is light, and the way to beat cold is warmth, the way to overcome a negative thinking is to fill your mind with positive thoughts. Declare goodness, and evil will vanish on its own. Chapter 6. How to get the results you want. The best time to saturate your subconscious mind is just before sleeping and right after waking up. Why? Because during these moments, the subconscious mind is at its most powerful. At this stage, the negative thoughts and images that usually block your desires are not present, making it easier for your subconscious to accept your intentions. When you visualize the reality of your desire being fulfilled and feel the excitement of achieving it, your subconscious goes to work and starts manifesting it. The feeling of health brings health. The feeling of wealth brings wealth. Now ask yourself, what kind of feelings are you carrying inside? Imagination is your greatest inner power. Imagine good and beautiful things. You become exactly what you imagine yourself to be. Before going to sleep, repeatedly visualize your desire is already fulfilled. Believe that it is coming true. Sleep peacefully and wake up joyfully. and one day your dream will become your reality. Remember, if there's any problem in your life, hand it over to your subconscious mind right before sleeping. Tell it to give you this answer, and it will. Friends, if you're still watching this video till now, it means one thing. You truly want to achieve success by tapping into the power of your subconscious mind. And you absolutely will. The upcoming points are even more important, so stay tuned till the end of the video. Chapter 7. How to use the power of the subconscious mind for wealth and prosperity. The exact way to develop a consciousness of wealth. Here's what you do. Every day, before going to sleep, and right after waking up, repeat these 2 words for 5 minutes. Wealth and success. These words carry tremendous power. Repeat them again and again like a soothing lullaby. You will be amazed when you see the results. Wealth will flow towards you like massive icebergs melting and moving your way. The author shares a story. A very worried businessman once came to me. His sales and financial condition were very poor. I told him to sit quietly in his office and keep repeating, "My sales are increasing every day." He also repeated this statement before sleeping at night and after waking up in the morning. Because of this repeated affirmation, his conscious and subconscious minds started working together. Within a few weeks, he started seeing good results. You can also apply this formula. Some people say, "Oh, I did this, but nothing happened." They didn't get results because maybe just 10 minutes later they got drowned in fearful thoughts and rejected the positive thought they had declared. Think about it this way. When you plant a seed in the ground in the morning, and by afternoon it hasn't grown into a plant, do you dig it out the same day? No. You give it time to grow roots and develop. Similarly, when you give suggestions to your subconscious mind, sometimes you don't see immediate results. You need to give that thought time to root and grow in your subconscious mind. When the idea of wealth finally takes deep root in your subconscious, you will receive so much wealth that you never even imagined possible. Chapter 8. How to walk the royal path of wealth. Here is a simple technique that you can use to multiply wealth in your life many times over. Go to a quiet room, sit comfortably in a chair and relax your body. Repeat these sentences several times a day. I love money. I cherish it. I use it wisely, creatively, and fairly. Wealth flows continuously into my life. I release it happily, and it returns to me multiplied in wonderful ways. It is good, very good. Wealth is flowing towards me in large amounts. I use it only for good purposes. I am grateful for my financial prosperity and mental richness. The real reason for living in scarcity. You must have seen many people struggling day by day in scarcity, barely managing their monthly expenses. They have to struggle hard to meet their costs. Do you want to know why this happens to them? They constantly criticize those who have been very successful in life and have earned a lot of wealth. They think rich people are very wicked, that they became wealthy by exploiting others, that they are dishonest and corrupt. Because of this, they always hate rich people and their money. They want to become wealthy, but they hate wealthy people and their money. And the law of the universe says, whatever you hate moves away from you. Whether it is a friend, spouse, child, relative, or money. If you don't like a person, keep insulting and criticizing them. They will move away from you. Similarly, if you dislike or criticize successful and wealthy people, according to the universe's law, money will move away from you and won't even look back. That is why such people always face money shortages. So what should you do? Whenever you see a successful and wealthy person, say, I bless successful and wealthy people. I make successful and wealthy people my role models. I love successful and wealthy people. If they can become rich, then so can I. When you hold good feelings about successful and wealthy people in your subconscious mind, your subconscious will give you so much wealth that you won't even be able to count it. Chapter 9. Your subconscious mind and married life. How to attract your ideal husband. If you have carefully understood the previous chapters, by now you know how your subconscious mind works. You know that whatever impression you leave on it will manifest in the outer world. If you are a woman and want to attract your ideal husband, Right now, imprint on your subconscious the qualities and traits you want in your future husband. Here is an excellent technique to attract your ideal husband. Sit on a chair at night, close your eyes, relax, and completely loosen your body. Become very calm, passive, and receptive. Talk to your subconscious and say, I am attracting a man who is honest, truthful, loyal, devoted, calm, happy, and prosperous. I know that I can enhance his peace and happiness. He loves my ideals and I love his ideals. He does not want to change me into someone new, nor do I want to change him. There is mutual love, freedom, and respect between us. How to attract your ideal wife. To attract your ideal wife, repeat the following positive affirmation. I am attracting a woman with whom I have great harmony. This woman is such that our pairing will be ideal. She is spiritual, devoted, loyal, and honest. She is harmonious, calm, and cheerful. We are strongly attracted to each other. I know that I can give this woman love, light, peace, and happiness. I feel and believe that I can make her life wonderful. I now accept my ideal life partner. Mentally create the picture of your wife as she should be. Happy, joyful, healthy, and beautiful. See your husband as he should be. Strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and kind. If you keep seeing this mental picture, you will experience your married life becoming a heaven filled with harmony and peace. Chapter 10. How to stay forever young at heart. You are only as young as you believe yourself to be. Every few years, I give a speech at Caxton Hall in London. After one such speech, a surgeon came to meet me. He said, I am 84 years old. Every morning I perform surgeries. In the afternoon I visit patients. And in the evening I write articles for medical and scientific journals. His perspective was that he is as useful as he believes himself to be, and as young as his thoughts are. He told me, what you just said is absolutely true. A person is as young as they believe themselves to be, and as valuable as they understand themselves to be. Some people grow old at 30, while others remain young even at 80. The brain is the greatest weaver, architect, designer, and sculptor. Playwright George Bernard Shaw was active even at 90. Roman patriot Marcus Porcius Cato learned Greek at 80. The great German-American artist Madame Ernestine Schumann-Heink reached the peak of her musical success after becoming a grandmother. Greek philosopher Socrates learned to play a musical instrument when he was 80. Michelangelo painted his greatest canvas at 80. At 80, Simonides won a poetry prize. Leopold von Ranke started his History of the World, which he completed at 92. Alfred Lord Tennyson wrote his finest poem, Crossing the Bar, at 83. Isaac Newton was still working hard at 85. People should remember one great truth. A person becomes what they think in their heart. You grow old when you lose interest in life and stop dreaming. So the only way to stay young, friends, which is also the name of our channel, is to keep dreaming, because dreams do come true. And finally, I am giving you the essence of the entire book in just one line. And that line is, a person becomes in life exactly what they think in their subconscious mind. Friends, this book is so wonderful that reading it just once won't be enough. It should be read repeatedly so that the content of the book reaches deep into our heart and mind, enabling us to harness the power of the subconscious mind to the fullest and take our life to a new level. If you want to read the complete 232-page book, its link will also be in the description. So, all right friends, we will meet again with another great video. Until then, take care of yourself, keep smiling, and keep dreaming, because dreams do come true.